Hey guys, welcome back to another great episode of Conversations That Lead to Greatness. Now, have you ever shared your goals, your dreams, or even your belief with someone only to be met with criticism, doubt, fear, or even attack? Well, today's episode, we're talking about why people criticize things they don't understand. So let's get into it, guys. This is Conversations That Lead to Greatness. My name is Akisha Smith.
And I'm Lester Smith.
And welcome back to our podcast where we educate, motivate, and inspire you to break free of your limiting mindsets in marriage, faith, and finance that hinders your ability to create the life you desire. Now, today we're talking about why do people attack things they don't understand? Why do they fight it so much, right? And another thing I want to put, how to not take it personal. Because we got to realize it's not about us. Okay, a lot of times the attacks that we're feeling, we want to take it personal and think it's us. It's not. So we're going to share some tips and give you some insight on that topic. But before we dive in, you see that dive in. If you have not joined, if you have not joined the family of like-minded individuals by subscribing to our YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe now, guys. We have a community and we just bouncing ideas and different things off each other just to become a better person and tap into our greatness, okay? Go ahead and subscribe. All right. Now, let's get into it. You ready, Poppy? Why do people attack things they don't understand? What is the root cause of that? Why do you think?
People are negative by nature. Yeah.
Okay.
People are negative by nature.
I'm good because we have a different cause.
Huh?
I like that. We kind of different on this.
Yeah, they have a negative nature. And they have a negative because we all, I ain't going to say we all. Well, let me go back. I can't say we all. We all are kind of taught by our parents and our grandparents and stuff like that to always kind of go to the negative side instead of thinking positive first.
Be pessimistic.
Yeah, pessimistic instead of optimistic. You have to teach yourself to be optimistic because you have so many people teaching you pessimism that you don't have to be taught that. They're gonna teach you that automatically.
Yeah, right.
So you gotta teach yourself to be optimistic. And as we're taught to be pessimistic, we lean more to the pessimistic side. Just think about this: anytime you call your significant other, whether it be your wife, your girlfriend, your husband, or whatever, and they don't answer, what happens? You call them 2 or 3 times, they don't answer, your mind automatically go to the negative side. Especially if you call them once, I always like, okay, they'll call me back.
And you wait.
And you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and they don't call back, and you call again. And then you call maybe 3 times. You like, man, they ain't answering. What's going on? I wonder if they had a wreck, or I wonder, you just automatically start thinking negative.
Right.
And you're like, well, instead of saying like, they're gonna call me, they must be busy right now. They're gonna call me back when they get a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say I would think one reason would be people fear things that makes them uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? So they fear it because they don't want to get uncomfortable, right?
Yeah.
So they can't grasp that whole concept of this new knowledge, this new understanding, because it's challenging their belief system, it's challenging who they are, it's challenging their whole ideal and upbringing of what they thought they should or could be.
Hold on. You say why people criticize?
What is
people
the cause?
Criticize what they don't understand?
Yeah.
Okay. That I understand what you're saying, but they'll criticize something from me as well, not just themselves.
Yes, and the reason why I'm saying that is because even with the knowledge you have, say for instance you tell a person your success or your goals and your dreams, because they can't grasp that concept even in you
for themselves.
Yeah, for themselves, they really can't grasp it for you.
Yeah.
So therefore, you're gonna feel they're gonna you're gonna be met with some kind of criticism. Oh, you can't do that. Who told you can do that? Man, it's hard. I heard such and such. You know what I'm saying?
They put their limitations on you.
Exactly, but it's because what the thing that you are telling them is causing them to be uncomfortable because they never even dive deep into that part of them, right? They never even imagine anything or hearing anything like that, let alone coming from you, the person I was brought up with, the person we rock with, the person I know, inside and out. So it challenged them. So
Yeah.
because of that fear, it caused them to attack something they don't understand because they don't want to get uncomfortable. That's what I was saying.
They don't want to think outside of the box.
Yes, they definitely don't want to think outside.
Like you already thinking outside of the box. It will cause them to think outside of the box as well, and they don't want to think outside the box. They want you to come back in their little box with them.
Yes, where it's comfortable.
Yeah.
Where they understand what they're going through. Like it's almost like I already know this.
Yeah.
I know if I do A and B, it's going to get me C. Right?
Yeah.
I already know this.
Yeah.
But if I do A, B, and then add the C, I don't know that the next thing is going to be D because I never went outside A and B.
Yeah, that kind of goes back to, I remember the conversation I had with our pastor. When I told him I was retiring, I wasn't going to go back to work. He said, don't go back. I was expecting him to give me that sympathy talk, you know.
Yeah, that's what you really wanted.
Like brother, hey brother, you really sure? Thought about it? You know what I'm saying? This and that. But with him, with the mind that he has, you know, he already an entrepreneur. He already stepped out and believed God for these type of things and stuff like that. With the mind that he has, he's like, yeah, brother, don't go back then. The Lord told you don't go back. Don't go back. You know.
Yes.
But now if I would have told, which I didn't tell none of my coworkers that I was leaving. If I would have told them I was leaving, they like, man, you crazy as hell, man. What are you doing? What you talking about, man? Talking about leaving this job. This is a good job and all that. Huh?
Right.
But me telling somebody who already had done it, he's like, yeah.
Go ahead.
So really, to be honest with you, when you go to talking about these things that God has showed you and these things that you're believing in, that's gonna stretch somebody else's imagination, gonna stretch them out of their comfort zone, it's better that you tell somebody who already done it. Yeah. Versus somebody who ain't done it yet.
And that's why it's so important that to get around like-minded people. Like that's one thing, to not take it personal. It's just get around like-minded people who doesn't see what you're talking as bragging or as competition or as you think I'm better.
Yeah.
But they see it as props. Come on, you got it. You can do this, as motivation. Right? So that's why I always tell people, man, network. Get around people that is doing and having the things or the goods that you desire. Get around those people. Get uncomfortable. Find out who they are. Let them be your main source of people that's in your ear.
Yeah.
Not your surrounding, not what you're used to, not your comfort zone. If your comfort zone is speaking louder than your future and the people that you're trying to become, you're going to stay in your comfort zone because they in your ear. It's closer. Yeah. You're going to stay there. Yeah. And what I realize is anything that a person will resist anything that exposes their ignorance, right? So they're going to resist it because they don't want to take accountability. Yeah. I know we did a video about accountability a while back. Yeah. How people, when you expose their accountability or you hold someone accountable, it's like they flip the script and then attack you. It's like you told me to be your accountability partner. You told me you was going to do this. Yeah. Now I called you out for not doing it. Now you attacking me. But it's because now it's like you're ignorant to the fact in a sense where you don't want to be accountable for anything. So why even say something? Yeah. Like why even say what you're going to do, what you want to have?
Tell them how many times you had to change your accountability partner.
Why we always got to go on me? Why you always got to go on me?
Tell them how many times you had to change.
How many times you had to change yours, sir?
Not many. Not many. I haven't had to change it many times.
Because you ain't had none. You thought you was independent.
Because I ain't had no accountability.
Exactly. You just thought you had to do it on your own. And I only had accountability partners because, that's what we do as females.
Now I kind of look to pastor as a kind of accountability. It's not necessarily accountability partner, but I can kind of, hey man, what you think about this? Or hey man, can you help me with that? I look at him. Got a few other people that I can, call on. I guess I kind of look at the group or the mentorship as well as an accountability partner almost, because and also guys, I have a mentorship as well. She's in the mentorship as well. We both in the mentorship. Well, we all in the mentorship, and we each other accountability partners. So I kind of look at the group as an accountability partner because remember when we was talking about putting the goals on the goal list. Yes. Yeah, and I got a guy in the mentorship that's ahead of me on the goal list.
So, he ahead of everybody.
Yeah, he ahead of everybody. So it's like I need to get on his level, and you know what it does? It makes me add more goals to my goal list because I'm the one that came up with. I ain't necessarily come up with it. Steve Harvey came up with it, putting 300 goals on your goal list, and I was all the way out there. I was far out there, But he just passed me up. He say,
It's actually two.
huh?
It's actually two people up there.
She said, I need to see that though.
Oh my gosh.
She said, you know,
Did you see his?
huh?
Did you see his?
I believe him more than I believe her though.
Oh, praise the
So
Lord.
I need to see her stuff.
The audacity.
I need to see it. I need to see it. You know. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, he all the way out there, and as I look at that, I'm like, oh, I need to come on. I need to come on with it.
It motivates you.
Yeah, it motivates you to move forward. So it's more like when you get around more like-minded individuals, like-minded people, they can push you because it's almost like a friendly little competition. It's not necessarily a competition, but in your mind, you know, I'm competitive. I like to, you know, do a little friendly competition inside of myself. Yeah,
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I love that friendly competition.
Yeah, friendly competition.
But you have to be very careful with that because it can easily turn into the enemy.
You don't want to do that.
But that's why you have no. But I'm saying not for you. It could be someone else that y'all started out as friendly competition. This is what I had to learn. Experience. You start off as friendly competition, but then somewhere down the line, the communication got dropped, and now it became an enemy. Like enemies now competing against each other, and you just like friendly, and you wondering why this person is acting a certain way or whatever. Listen, I had wrote this down. Let me make sure I get it right. It says when you start growing in your faith, your finance, or even your mindset, some people will reject you because it interrupts their comfort zone, right? Because you're growing, because you are accomplishing everything you set out you was going to accomplish, because you're getting your finances together, you're getting your mindset together, you're slowly changing, right? So now the person that they're used to you being, now it causing that problem because you're not supposed to do that. No, we supposed to stay down here. You ain't supposed to be growing, right? We supposed to be together on the same level. We supposed to be in the hood together. We supposed to be in minimum wage together. We supposed to be poor. Like we supposed to be in this thing together, right?
When you say it like that, it don't even sound right.
It don't. But think about it. When you look at the people that's been the same 5 years or more. And you look at your circle, you be like, man, ain't nothing changed. Your income haven't elevated. You're not married. If you are married, you're not faithful. Your mindset is still of the birds. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you look at that, it's almost like, I've been down with that. Like, no, I need more.
Well, you got to realize you was there. You was once there at a point in time.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's how you got to look at it. Like, man, that was me, and it makes you like, man, I need to just keep going forward. I can't never go back there. You know what I realized too? The people that you once was friends, like just take me and you for instance. We ain't friends with a lot of those people that we was friends with years ago. You know, I'm not gonna necessarily we say we don't socialize with them no more. It's just that we outgrew each other.
Yeah,
and that's okay.
It's definitely
that's okay. You know what I mean? But you know when you kind of get around them, you're like, hey man, we ain't seen each other in a long time. You know, kind of talk and chop it up and this and that, and y'all can kind of talk about. But if they not talking right, it's gonna irk you. You're gonna be like, hey man, hold on, bro. Go. Yeah, I got to go. I'm gonna have to holler at you later. You know, and you know some people say, well, you shouldn't be like that. No, they should do better.
Oh, they shouldn't be like that.
Yeah, they shouldn't be like that. Why I got to come down to their level? They need to come up to my level. You know, and not only come up to my level, but let me help you come up to my level.
Right.
I'm willing to help. You know what I mean?
Almost like in the Bible when they talk about light and the darkness, right? Yeah. That darkness can't overcome light, but light can't overcome darkness, right?
Yeah, so all it takes is a little peep of light.
Yeah, and for the darkness to disappear, right? The power of light. So even in that's why I always tell people, even as you changing, as you going through your journey and you losing these people, don't take it personal. Don't look at it as a means to going back to your old self just so they can feel comfortable. Or dumbing down yourself, your goals, your aspirations, your dreams. You know what I'm saying? Or who you are. Don't dumb that down so someone else can feel comfortable. Let them be uncomfortable. Let you was uncomfortable in that circle. So therefore, let them be uncomfortable. Do not dim your light for nobody. Especially when your light is to shine bright. Right? And it's giving glory to God. And you know that what you're doing, the changes you're making is conducive to giving God, the kingdom of God, glory. And it's conducive to making you a better person. Either for yourself, your family, your wife, like your kids, all of that. Let your light shine. Don't take that personal. Like take it with like, oh, okay, I see what that means. That means I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. You know, as you lose these people. It's okay. Just replace them.
You gotta realize too, God put different desires in our heart to make us grow as people. Think about that. Psalms 37 verse 4 says, I delight myself in the Lord. He gives me the desires of my heart. as he put different desires in your heart, you're gonna have to grow to a different person to get that desire that you want. She want a Lamborghini Urus.
Yeah.
She can't get that Lamborghini Urus being the person that she is right
Being
now.
a G-Wagon person.
Yeah. She can't get that Lamborghini Urus being the person that she is right now. She gonna have to grow into another individual in order to get that. Because if the Lord gave it to her right now, how she gonna keep it? You know what I mean? It's you know, you gotta, it's stuff like that you gotta think about.
It will be more of a burden.
Yeah, it'd be more of a burden right now than a blessing. Yeah, so you gotta sit back and think about that. And as you sit back and think about that, you like, okay. So this is why the Lord put these desires in my heart. These desires in my heart. He put those desires in my heart to make me grow to be a better person. And as you keep growing and being a person, and let's say when you get on that level, when she get on that level, or that Lamborghini Urus, he gonna put another desire in her heart to always fly first class or something of that nature. I don't know what it is.
So but always in perpetual growth.
Yeah, so you gotta always be increasing, always growing. You know, and for people that say that God don't put those kind of desires in your heart, you're a lie too. You're a lie. The truth ain't in you. Go and read the book of Revelations. The streets of heaven is paved with gold, pearly gates, and jasper, rubies, diamonds, sapphire. Go read that. Go read that for you guys that never read the Bible. Go read the book of Revelation.
They probably didn't read. You know, a lot of people don't read Revelation.
Yeah, because they scared. They scared. Yeah, but go read it. Go read it, and it's gonna tell you that God wants you to always be increasing, always growing, because you're gonna be giving God the glory once you have those things. And as He keeps blessing you with those things, like, oh, man, God gave this to me. God did this for me. If He did it for me, He can do it for you too. You know what I mean? So yeah.
And so, how can a person overcome that and stay focused? Because we this year our word was stay focused, eliminate distractions. Yeah. So, how can a person overcome that feeling of attack and feeling the need to seek approval from everybody before they move on, and just stay focused on what God told them to do? Stay focused and obedient.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that's hard to do. It's hard to do. It's the simplest thing, but it's hard to do. I'm gonna tell you why. Because you don't want to leave your friends and your family members, co-workers. You don't want to leave them behind. And as you don't want to leave them behind, more than likely you're gonna stay stuck in that little circle as well. But when I left the job 2.5 years ago, I had it on my mind that I was gonna step out and do what God called me to do. Okay, I had to leave a lot of people behind in order to do that. Mainly the co-workers, and co-workers that was friends and stuff like that. A lot of them didn't even know I was leaving. I just up and just left one day. They're like, "Hey, you coming back to work? You coming? No, I ain't coming back. You coming back to work? You coming? No, I ain't coming back." But I knew I was called to something better, called to something greater. You know what I mean? And what was that question again?
How can they overcome it and stay focused? Need to.
It's hard. It's hard, and I would recommend that because I went through a state of depression. Because I was always able to provide for my family with no problem. Just go to work, just continuously keep going to work. But then when the money wasn't rolling, the money ain't rolling like it's. I'm like, man, come on, Lord, what you doing? I need to take you down so I can bring you back up. I'm like, come on, man, really? You really got to do that? Yeah.
That's what a seed is.
That's what I got to do. So if you're not ready for that, I recommend you stay where you at in your comfort zone. I'm serious. Okay. I'm serious. Stay right there in your comfort zone, because let me tell you this: it takes more faith to be an entrepreneur than it do to be an employee. It takes more faith, especially if you got employees. Especially if you're an entrepreneur, you have employees. It takes a lot of faith because you worry about these people's families.
Yeah, you're not feeding just your family.
Yeah, you're like, how am I feed these people's families? That's why I've been reluctant to take on an employee yet. You know what I mean? But he coming. She coming. But by the end of this year, we will have an employee, and I'm speaking that out of my mouth so that you can hear me say that we'll have an employee by the end of this year. And as I sit back and think about that, I got to be worried about their families. I got to make sure their family's gonna eat. You know what I mean? It's not just my family that's eating no more. I'm taking care of their family as well. So I got to make sure I'm good. Make sure we good. You know what I mean? So if you're not ready. If you're not ready to step outside that comfort zone and grow, stay right there where you at. And like she said, the word for this year is stay focused and eliminate distractions. If you can stay focused and eliminate distractions, you can do it.
Mm.
You can do it. I promise you can do it.
Just to put this in, I don't think you will ever be 100% ready for anything that is
No.
not comfortable.
No.
You would just have it. You would get to the point in your life where
Yeah.
everything you thought once brought you fulfillment will no longer fulfill you.
Yeah.
You will feel empty inside, no matter what you do, no matter how much money you get,
Yeah.
no matter how many friends you have around, how much fun. Like it's gonna get a point in time where God will force you, because you're not getting the hints that He's been hinting at you. He will force you out of your comfort zone. So when you say if you're not ready, don't do it. Listen, you're never going to be ready.
Yeah.
Okay. But when God forces you, just know that when you take that first step, you're not in it alone. He's there, right there with you every step of the way. Right.
Yeah.
So I would say one way you can overcome criticism and stay focused is to stop trying to make people understand you.
Yeah.
Right. Stop it. Stop trying to make them understand you and walk in the purpose anyway. Listen, this is a word for me. Okay. I used to want people to understand me. Well, this is why I'm doing that. Well, this is why I'm moving and shaking and doing it. Like, understand, this is how I'm thinking, right? And I didn't know that the people that I'm trying to get understand me cannot even comprehend, because we're not on the same level intellectually, or even spiritually, or even just period, right? They probably would still had a little darkness in their life, right? And I had light. So when I shine light on their dark place, if they're not ready to accept that light, guess what they're going to do? They're going to criticize it. They're going to doubt it. They're going to attack it, right? Because they're not ready for that light to be shined in that dark place, whether it be their mindset, their finance, or their marriage, right? They're not ready for that. So they will attack it. So if I'm seeking approval from the very people that is attacking my light, which is the truth, how am I going to push forward? How am I going to stay focused, right? So I had to understand. I'm no longer seeking understanding. I'm no longer seeking approval. I'm going to walk in the purpose that God has for me anyways. No matter who I lose, no matter what it says in the Bible, that if you if you walk away from mother, fathers, like all that
Mother,
stuff.
father, sister, a brother, a job, whatever.
Right, for his sake.
You're going to receive 100-fold.
Exactly. So it's telling me that now that this walk with Christ, you're going to have to walk away from things that you want to hold on to.
Yeah.
You're going to have to walk away. Yeah. You're going to have to walk away from your old mindset. You're going to have to walk away from your decision making, your choices that you made generation after generation that's attached to your bloodline. Yeah. You're going to have to walk away from that, right? So with that understanding it's like, it is what it is. I'm not going to take it personal when you attack me. I know that you don't understand. I know that light has not been, or that revelation haven't been exposed to you yet. So how can I take it personal? Because I was once in darkness about certain situations. Yeah. Right? All I can do is extend grace and go on by my way. Yeah. So yeah.
And I sit back and think about that as well. People, they're just going to criticize you. They're going to criticize what they don't understand. Anytime you try to move forward, they're going to criticize it. It might be your mama and your daddy, sister and your brother. They're going to criticize you. That's just what it is. That's the nature of people, to just go to the negative side. Be critical and go to the negative side first. I remember I gave a motorcycle away August, September last year. Gave it away. God told me, because I was trying to sell it actually, and God say, I need you to give it away, and I end up giving it to this guy, and now the guy, me and him wasn't close friends. We was co-workers for 20 years, but we wasn't close friends or nothing like that. He said, I need you to give it to him. I don't know if he was trying to open something up in his mind or what. I don't know what it was. I'm still trying to, and it's best for you not to try to figure out all of it, because eventually it'll come out. But I put that story on Facebook. Because God told me to put it on Facebook. I was just gonna be quiet about it, and I was gonna wait till my harvest came in, because I know it's a harvest coming from that motorcycle. And I was just gonna wait till the harvest come in and kind of tell the story after the harvest came in, and God said, "No, I need you to put it on that now." Now, mind you, it was probably, what was that? I gave it away in August. It's probably 6 months. 6 months before he actually said, "I need you to tell that story." And I'm like, okay, all right. I was struggling with telling the story.
That was November.
Huh?
I think that was November. Doing a bike ride.
Did I get? Yeah, it was November. So November, December, January, February, March. Yeah, 5 months. So yeah, and I was struggling with even kind of telling the story, And he's like, "Yeah, I need you to go ahead and tell the story, because you're doing me a disservice by not telling that story." That's what he told me. You're doing me a disservice, and you're not giving me glory by not telling the story. I said, okay, well, let's go ahead and tell the story then. So I put the story out there. Man, I got so much hate and so much criticism behind that story. People criticize what they don't understand. It's like he trying to get on here, and this must be a pyramid scheme. This must be they said all kind of stuff.
Trying to show off.
Yeah, I'm trying to show off, and yeah, that ain't his bike and all that, and this. And I'm like, they say, and I had a lot of people say, well, when the Lord tell you to get that Lamborghini away, let me know. You know, all that, all that stuff there. But you know, I'm like, man, people are really criticize. Say, Lord, they criticizing me. They persecute me. I need that 100-fold you promised me, Lord. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm like, bro, this is crazy. How you gonna criticize this? This is a beautiful story.
It was positive.
Yeah.
It was, if you had any relationship with God, you know it's biblical.
Yeah.
It was all good things, right?
Yeah.
But because the world has turned so dark, right? And his worship nothing but darkness.
Yeah.
So when light come in and it shines, everybody want to dim that light. So you have to understand that's why you can't take it personal.
Yeah.
You know that it's not a reflection of you. You know what God told you. All you doing is being obedient, right?
Obedient. Yeah.
You have to know that I'm just being obedient. God, you already knew this was gonna happen. So and you still told me to do it. So obviously something gotta come from this. Obviously this is for somebody.
Yeah.
It's not for me. This is for somebody, right? So you can't take this type of stuff personal.
I don't.
People
you know,
criticize.
You know, I was kind of feeling some kind of way. Like, how could you criticize this?
It's a blessing.
It's a blessing. I blessed the man with the motorcycle, and it blessed me. Let me tell you this. When I gave him the motorcycle, I had more fulfillment out of giving it to him than I ever did fixing it up and receiving the motorcycle. Oh man! Even when I paid the motorcycle off, I didn't feel that good. You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, this is crazy. Even when the title came in the mail, I didn't feel that good. You know, I felt way better giving it to him than I did receiving the motorcycle and paying it off.
Because that is our nature. That is what we're created to do.
Yeah.
Like as disciples of Christ, we are to give. Right? It says better to give than to receive.
Exactly.
But we're so used to giving. Me. Give it, receive. And we hoarded everything. So God cannot work fully in our life to bless us the way he wants to bless us. So therefore we quench the spirit of Christ in our life. So he can't now pour blessings because he know if I give this child this blessing right now and I need this child to pass it to be a blessing to someone else, they're going to hoard it. And this person that I'm trying to bless is not going to receive the blessing that I heard them praying for. Like what you used to say, everything that you want is in the hands of someone else.
Oh yeah. Everything you want is in the hands of somebody else. And a lot of people hoarding that stuff.
They hoarding it because
people got cars, jewelry, all this stuff you praying for, purses, all that, shoes, whatever. I don't know what it is that you want. It's in the hands of somebody else. And God told them to give it away, but they just won't do it. They're not being obedient to what God told them. When God told me that, my wife said, "You sure that with God?" You know, I'm like, man, I don't know. You know, he told me to do it. I'm like, bro, why would he tell me to do that? You know,
out of all things.
Yeah, out of all the things, you know. But it was sitting up in the garage for 2 years. You know, I think I might have rode it once or twice in those 2 years. But it's like, why would he tell me to do that? You know, I want this motorcycle. You know, and a lot of times we give stuff away that we don't want no more. But that has no value to it. But God wants us to give bigger stuff away, stuff that is like he told the rich man in the Bible. Go give everything you want. Now he told him to sell it. Yeah. He didn't say give it away. He told him to sell. Go sell everything and follow me.
And give that money to the poor. So just like giving it away.
That's what but now he would have got more fulfillment out of giving to the poor. You know what I'm saying? When he would have went over there to the poor, he would have seen that he was trying to open his mind up to doing that for the rest of his life, being a giving person. Yeah, but he didn't do it. He's like, man, forget this. I'm out. You know what I mean? But yeah, and he was trying to open his mind up for that, and he wasn't open to receiving that. You know what I mean? So he's like, man, I'm gone. I'm not trying to hear this what you're talking about. But yeah, as I did that, man, I'm ready to do more. I'm ready to do more. Me and her was talking recently about buying her my house. Or building that house from the ground up. I want to do that.
If you watching it, surprise.
Yeah, well, you know, praise the Lord. You know, if she see it, oh well. Talking about buying her Cadillac. You know, that as well. You know, she don't know when it's coming. She might know it. She might know, but she don't know when it's coming. You know, but it's just so many things that we want to do. And I've told her many times I want to give people cars. You know, pay out people's houses, pay people credit cards down and stuff like that. Just because the Lord tell me to do it. Not just because, somebody asked me to do it. No, I need confirmation from God.
Exactly.
Because people going to always come at you and say, hey, man, God told me you was
God
going to pay my house off. God told me you was going to pay my car. No.
God ain't told me no.
He would have told me that first.
Yeah, you just would have been confirming.
And you would have just been confirming it. You know what I mean? But no, he ain't told me to do that. So if you watching this and you trying to get something paid, don't come asking us to do none of that. Because God ain't told us to do that. We're gonna call you when it's that time. But I can see God doing so much in our lives that to bless us, to be able to bless others. Because we want to be a blessing to others. We want to, and as you want to be a blessing, and you're steadily showing God that this is what you want to do with the things that you already have. With the things you already have, He's gonna bless you that much more.
Yes, guys. So that's all I had, Papa.
That's all you have?
That's my biggest takeaway.
Yeah.
I mean, that was my biggest, what I had to say. Yeah. But I do want to challenge you guys. What is one area in your life where you let fear of others' opinions stop you from stepping out?
Yeah.
Stop you from just holding back in general. Think about one area of your life that the opinions of others held you back from truly stepping out. Being obedient to God, stepping out with just your gifts, your talents, sharing it with the world, proclaiming the gospel.
Yeah.
Like, just being obedient, period. Think about that. And drop that in the comments. Or drop in the comments your biggest takeaway from this episode.
Yeah.
Comment, guys.
Yeah. We don't have a lot of people that comment. Yeah. We have a few here now. I need you guys to jump down in the comments. Just say hi or something. I don't know.
Your biggest takeaway.
Yeah, just jump down there and give us your biggest takeaway. Take a few seconds out of your time. Just jump down in the comments. But guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And jump down there in the description and come on join the mentorship. Come on join the mentorship. It's I think it's 18 of us in there, and the number gonna keep going up every time I tell how many people in there. Because I know God told me to open that mentorship up, and he gonna keep continuously blessing.
Yep.
Come on join it. Come on join the mentorship and get in the room with get in on a Zoom call with like-minded individuals that are tapping into their greatness. It's just like a mastermind. Napoleon Hill said it in the book Think and Grow Rich. To create a mastermind. That's what we're creating, a mastermind of like-minded individuals. But guys, God is good. Life is good. When we look good, we feel good. We live in a life of abundance. Peace.
Bye, guys.